Hey, it's EvilJeff and Brad here at Flamecon. Is this video so long? Yeah.
Oh,
Yes, FML. Hey, where does Johnny Storm go when he's looking for some dick?
Flamecon!
What? But it's an amazing thing. That's right. We are actually
Together
in the same city.
Ah!
I know everybody thought that we were the same person, and that like that Latoya and Michael Jackson thing.
That's right.
And that I actually was just one person recording both conversations and then just rejoining.
No, it turns out he's the Latoya and I'm the Michael.
You know what? That's fine with me because
I'm not say I'm the Michael.
Yeah, I'm not the one fucking kids.
You'll never be the co-host. I want to have it all for myself. Oh, hi.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
You might be surprised what's going on. I came all the way to New York to murder Brett.
Yep, and still hasn't done it successfully. So here we are, about to record the episode. Unfortunately, this is still a duo.
Yeah. How many episodes do you think it's since the reboot, have we recorded together?
Like in the same space?
Yeah, 3, 4?
3, 4.
But this is the first one where we've had video proof that we are filming together.
This is what we're like truly next to each other.
Yes.
Like you are zoomed in a little more than I'm zoomed in. I'm zoomed in a little more than you're zoomed in. But this is what we're like relative to one another in real time.
Yes. Because I want to talk about this because I finally met Homo Superior.
Yes, the Homo Superior boys
And
from
they
the Homo
had
Superior
opinions
podcast.
On my appearance.
They said you were so ugly. They were like, you're so beautiful.
No, they just thought I was tall. They all thought that
They were short. Yeah.
So they met you, and you're 6'1".
6'1" on a bad day.
If we were both 18, I would be taller than him. But I have shrunk because of my terrible genetics. And so I'm only 6'1" now. So he is taller than me. But I think they thought I was came up to your shoulders.
Yeah, they thought they were taller than you. They thought they were better than you. That's what.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, probably.
Probably.
But anyway, we're together. Why are we together, Brett?
We're together because it was Flamecon weekend this
Yes.
weekend, and that's why we met with the Homo Superior boys. We met up with a lot of other gay X-Men podcasts, all of whom are ripping us off and taking it way more seriously than we do. Therefore, they're more successful and more popular, but we thought of it first, and we had a great time.
Does that wait? Who are other people that did something first and then someone took it and made it better? Are we like Beta and VHS?
Yeah, we're Betamax to VHS. We are Laserdisc to DVD.
Right. What about I don't know. I was going to think of a scientific experiment or something.
Yeah.
But I'm not smart enough to do that.
We're like the Russians who put a dog up in space, but then the Americans put Neil Armstrong. Yeah, we're like that.
That's what I'm thinking.
We're the dog. We're the cosmonaut dog.
I am the dog.
Woof, woof, everybody. There was a lot of pup play at Flamecon. There was a lot of comic books at Flamecon. There was a lot of
pup play.
problematic pup play.
Not problem. That's hard to say 3 times fast.
3 times fast. Problematic pup play. Problematic pup play. Problematic pup play.
But the reason is not because I have a problem with pup play. It's that the costumes they were wearing were weird.
We're weird. So
wait, is one of the things Flamecon is one of our...
Yeah, so you know what? Why don't we hit our music all about our hot topics? Go.
Wait, which one is it?
It's hard when it's not your computer. Wait, I don't even... We're going to talk about X-Men.
Here it is.
And he was all like, and then she was all like, and then they were all like, and I was all like, what?
Okay, so this is our hot topic segment, and of course our hot topic this time is Flamecon. Let me go bigger on this thumbnail so you can see all the little flamies, all the little characters that they create as part of the Flamecon brand. Like, what is it? And it's like 11th year or something? I don't know.
And this is my first time going.
This is the first time you went, and so I would love to hear your thoughts about Flamecon, which, if you don't know, girls, it is the queer Comic-Con of all queer Comic-Cons. It happens at the Sheraton Times Square in wonderful New York City, where we find ourselves today. And it attracts queers from all over the tri-state area and LA.
Yeah, and you know what? Here's the thing. You know, if you go to another con, you know, you are kind of like, oh, is this too gay? Are people going to be...
Am I too gay?
But now I just realized at this con, we're the problem.
Why? Because we're white gays who are only into X-Men?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we are white, cis...
We're the conservatives.
We're white, cis gays. Yeah, we're basically we're like the straight white men.
And we're like...
Of Flamecon.
We're like X-Men, 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 and they're like, anime, it's much more rich and a lot more modern. And we're like, but we're X-Men.
But the X-Men, yeah.
And they're like, X-Men's old hat. And I'm like, well...
Well, maybe if they wrote some better books.
People might like them more. We're going to talk about some books later. But first, I still want to hear your thoughts about Flamecon.
I will say the hotel was kind of crazy.
The hotel's crazy.
There was construction going on, and then there was another convention going on.
Something
Was going on. And so
something more normie than
Yeah.
queer comic anime.
And they were making faces of like, what the fuck?
They were
is
like,
all of this?
I think even the fact, so Flamecon is a mask mandatory event, God bless. And we all had kind of rainbow masks on. So it does look a little crazy, I think, from a straight family
Yes.
perspective. Like they're just visiting Times Square.
Especially because none of the other ones had masks.
Right,
So
we're
then
the only ones who are
So then
masking.
when we're going from like area to area, none of them had masks.
No.
on. It was so it was almost like, ew, you gays, we don't want your
Right.
germs.
We're like, but we don't want to give you our germs, so you're in
Yeah,
luck.
Yeah, it was weird. But I will say, just having that realization every once in a while where you're like, oh wait, everybody's queer.
Everyone's queer and into nerdy shit.
It felt really good.
It felt really good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it felt
it's
really
incredible.
good. And there was a lot of really fun art. And then there was some really fun panels. I really love the Homo Superior X-Men game panel.
You know, EvilJeff and I have been talking about doing fun, interactive, X-Men based comedic panels at these events for ages. We don't do it because we have jobs, but the boys at Homo Superior do a great X Games experience where they bring in X fans to answer questions and Kiki. Wonderful. Probably one of the best panels.
Yes.
Yes.
I love them. And we've met other people that were also podcasters. We met a bunch of people that were fans. We met people that didn't listen to our podcast, but listened to the other X-Men podcast.
Right.
You know,
and we're like,
know-
you have a podcast too?
Yeah, and do you know what we did horrible? Did we go to any of them? You should listen to our podcast. I don't
Not
think I
once.
said that once.
We
I
don't
think
think
I
I don't
said
think
that
we talked
once.
about this show once.
At all. Yeah. So we're terrible.
No, it's
at
okay. We
promoting ourselves.
gatekeep our own show.
I know, right? Where it's like, I don't think you're ready for it. I don't think you're ready to listen to it.
Are you easily offended and more importantly, easily bored? Well, then our show is not for you.
I will say this because I'm not afraid, because I'm not going to list any names.
Uh-oh.
And I will say, because a lot of people aren't listening to this,
Yeah, no way.
I will say this. I met some X-Men fan people. Maybe some of them had podcasts. Some of them did not. Some of them are taking it a little too seriously. Like, I think and I get it. We're at a con that we love X-Men, but we also, you know what? We're gonna be okay if the X-Men run is currently not that great right now. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. But I would say, so we were in a room. Let's go here.
Yeah.
So we were in a room. It was an X-Men podcast meetup. And so it was basically all of the cis white gays
There were others.
in a room. No, there were others.
people
There was
of
other
color
representation.
And women and trans
Yes.
people there. too.
X-Men fans are diverse.
Yes.
But we were in a room and it was kind of like a group therapy around the state of the books post Krakoa. And obviously to a queer audience, Krakoa meant a lot because it was about community and it was about deciding that we were going to go off on our own and not stand for oppression anymore, not stand to be murdered anymore. So it's hard to be in this From the Ashes period where the editor-in-chief, Tom Brevoort, does not get, nor care, nor like about anything Krakoa stood for. Quite the opposite, in fact. So here we are. We are bereft of the joy that we felt during the Krakoa era. And here we are in a room of people to talk about it and get it off our chest. But that's where I think some people went.
I just feel some people are just, they're just so in there. It's also just, and most people are fine, but there are some people that were just so in their zone of what they liked and don't like and what they think should happen and not happen. When other people were offering their opinions, you could even see some people being like, you know what I mean? Some people, and it's like everyone can like a book or hate a book. I will tell you this: we ran into when we went to the mixer beforehand.
Yeah.
I was so surprised when people were like, "The worst book was Uncanny X-Men," and I was like,
Are you out of your mind?
What?
We actually
I
were
love
like,
that.
no, it's not.
But we
We were
also,
like, the book you like is crap.
no, but we weren't like that.
No, we weren't.
We were nice about it.
We were like, that's great. We're like, no, that's fair.
We were kind of like, oh, that's crazy. I love that one. Oh, and you hate it? How interesting.
But then there are some people who are like, no, you're wrong.
No, but other people are like, no, actually it's bad and you should kill yourself. Like, you know what I mean? Where it's like, let people like stuff and hate stuff.
Let people like stuff and hate stuff and have opinions.
And I think sometimes people like, they listen to podcasts or do podcasts and they think, because when you're in a podcast, you have an opinion. And Lord knows we say we love stuff and hate stuff, but you forget when you enter the real world, you need to like...
Listen to other opinions.
Yeah, because also in the end, you having that podcast doesn't make your opinion better than anybody else's. Especially us. We don't know shit. We're two old fucking faggots.
But I will say this, we've been reading the X-Men for a long time, and
Okay, now that I got that out of the way, is our opinion better? Yes. And are we probably right? Yes.
do we have better taste?
Yeah, because what is the best group of X-Men?
The Outback.
Thank you. And I think it's because we discovered the X-Men in the Outback era.
Yeah,
I think that
You know
that
why?
makes
And
us
they were-
true X-Men fan.
I think so too. And I think like we like the sexy books because of it. Because the Outback era was the sexy
Horny.
era. Horny. Mark
Horny.
Silvestri's art.
Because I think people forget, not only was Havoc and Madeline fucking, not only are you you trying to get more? I thought
Yeah.
you were just gonna center it on him off
Yeah.
screen. Not only was Rogue trying to fuck Longshot while Dazzler was fucking Longshot. I think, do we all remember a certain Betsy Braddock posing nude
For Colossus.
for Colossus's paintings?
They were hot. They were horny. And that's the X-Men we grew up on. And so when we see a book where it's hot and it's horny, like Uncanny, with David Marquez's art, with all of them walking around in those black demonic outfits, we're like, ooh,
Yes.
ooh.
Yes. And it has young teens horned
Not
up.
that we're into that.
No. But I'm just saying they're horned up.
Yeah.
And then the adults
Yes. The
are-
vibe, the tone.
I will say, speaking of Uncanny, Nightcrawler and that lady need to fuck.
Oh, the mom.
The mom.
Yeah, she needs it.
Like he needs to like wake up because
Yeah.
she's practically like her like he comes like, hey, what's going on? And her legs are just like
She's
wide
like, I
open.
baked you a muffin. He's like, one muffin? She's like, yep, one hot
Yeah,
muffin.
You want my dusty muffin? It's a SNL. You ever see that?
No.
The when Betty White was on the NPR Ladies. Where she's like, I want my dusty muffin. and then Molly Shannon's like, oh my God, your muffin just burst in my mouth.
Oh, Betty White's dusty muffin.
But that being said, I will say, but then it's also great to have a group of people other than you where we can literally
You can
be like, hey,
talk.
let's get into a fight over Storm's book.
Right.
That's fun. Who else? When else am I going to get into a fight about
Yep.
that?
Let's bring up obscure characters that we all love. I mean, so some of the things we got to talk about in that room of X-Men fans were, what's your unpopular opinion? Like, what's your shitty take? We didn't...
What
like,
character do you never want to see again?
my unpopular opinion was that Gambit should have been made the third Summers brother. Which most people agreed, and it was not unpopular. It was popular.
I will say when they said, which character do you never want to see again? And I said Omega Red. And there was a lot of
There was a lot of consensus.
consensus.
Yeah. There was a lot of consent in that room too, which is what made it fun.
Yeah. Oh, we're not going to talk about that, are we?
No, we're not going to talk about that.
There was an after party. I'm going to talk about it, but not in detail. There was an after party at a gay bar, and all the X-Men queers showed up, and among everyone else, it was for everybody.
It was a great after party for Flamecon.
But after a few cocktails, we were fine. But there were definitely people making out with people.
There was a lot of
There was a lot of people making out with
There was a lot of people making out with people. Like a lot of X-Men fans making out with a lot of X-Men fans.
Yes.
Well, I mean, like they're all horny. It's not just us.
But can
We're
we
not
just
the
say,
horny
I
ones.
want to give a shout out, and I don't know what character you were. He was not an X-Men character. There is an Asian man with a blue wig and horns, dressed as kind of like a pan
Oh my god.
nymph. He had a nice body.
Yeah.
And he was using it to his advantage. And
Yes.
he was making out with everyone.
He was flirting with everybody.
Everyone.
Yeah.
But
It
not
was
us. Not us.
not us.
Well, I was kind of... After you see someone make out with like 10 people, you're like,
Ugh, don't talk to me.
I'm okay.
Yeah. I'm good. Yeah. But I mean that's all of this stuff, even the stuff that we're like low key making fun of, like it's wonderful.
Fun.
It's
because I'll tell you this: the last time I was able to try and talk to X-Men about someone, I was at a bar in LA and I saw a guy with a like Krakoan T-shirt, and I'm like,
soulmate.
and I start talking to him, and guess what happens? Guess who did not want that conversation to go on?
The other person?
The boyfriend.
Oh.
Because the presented boyfriend like. And I'm like, no, I'm not trying to fuck your boyfriend.
No, it's just so rare that we see a fellow X-Men in the
guy
wild.
I totally would have. But,
Yeah.
but I was like, no, I literally just want to talk about
I
this.
literally just want to talk about this stuff. Yeah.
So that's great.
Yeah. So what else? Wonderful panels.
Great panels. There
We
was a
went to
fun
an Alpha
panel,
Flight
an Alpha Flight
about
panel.
queerness and otherness and
otherness. That was
sexuality
really- that
in
was great.
Alpha Flight. That was great.
And
that, what was the name of that podcast? The guys that do the
X Factor.
X Factor Files podcast.
X Factor Files.
Yeah.
And then we need to give a shout out to
To Demanda Martini,
Demanda Martini.
the best mutant-oriented drag queen on the planet.
nicest human being you'll ever meet.
Sweet as pie.
And goes for the fucking like deep cut characters.
Deep cut
Brett, talk
drag.
about who she showed up as.
She showed up. She burst through that wall as Gatecrasher.
From the TechNet.
From the TechNet,
old
from Excalibur.
And there was a lot of Excalibur people there. There was a lot of Captain Britons. And
Oh.
people being obsessed with Excalibur, that warms my fucking...
Renowned, legendary cosplayer Mr. Scott Free showed up as Captain Britain for that Alpha Flight next to Gatecrasher. But then later, I was gently accosted by a spider punk who I did not know who that was. Turned out it was Mr. Scott Free. You couldn't tell behind that mask. You can just tell by his deep, booming, dare I say, sexy voice that it was him. And then I said, what I do? I said, what are you doing? Why aren't you Captain Britain? And he said, the cowl hurt. The cowl hurt.
Oh. But I love that he just had a full other costume.
He had a full-ass spider punk ready to go, like the best spider punk you ever saw, complete with authentic vintage punk denim vest.
Yeah, there was definitely some fun looks. But now some complaints. Oh, my favorite look, there is a adorable guy who was Kid Juggernaut.
Yes.
I think that was one of my favorite. There was a Great Destiny and Mystique.
Great Destiny and Mystique.
But we popped in. We didn't stay to see who won, but we popped into the costume contest.
Cosplay.
Cosplay contest.
Thank you.
I have a rule. If you're entering a contest, you need to have made or combined or resewn something. People were showing up with full Spider-Man that you just buy a Spider-Man suit on Amazon. For
Airbrushed.
$30.
Yeah.
Put that on and walked out and competed in a contest.
It's like walking out with just foundation on. Like it's like that's just the base, honey. Like you're supposed to
Yeah.
do stuff with that shell.
Exactly. And maybe they're like, but I'm hot. And I'm like, we're at a gay Comic-Con. Everybody's fucking hot. You think because you have some muscles? Look around. Oh, do you remember that guy going as Akihiro?
Oh my God, there was an
Or
Akihiro.
Helverine.
Oh my God, the body. The body.
He just had the 2 claws,
The tats.
but he got the haircut.
Yeah.
And then he was just topless, and he was short and beefy.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Oh.
But for me, even that I like. He at least did the haircut. But don't
And the tattoos.
Don't you come here with a store-bought costume. Remember those ones that we had when we were little kids where it was just that mask
Yeah.
and then a plastic bag with a picture of it?
The plastic bag with the picture of the
picture
person,
of
which
the
is in
person.
no way a costume of the person.
Like it's all coming out like that. That was offensive. And then we didn't bring up the pup play. And if the pup play people watch this, I am so sorry. But someone was wearing a pup mask and then a purple Phoenix onesie.
We also saw someone in like a purple, like I guess it was Dazzler.
A Dazzler
Like,
one.
but maybe was that Starfire? But again, like just the base.
Yeah. But for me, it was the Phoenix insignia, but it was purple.
But it was purple.
I was like, what? What back alley are you buying this out of? Where it's like reject, not
Is it
canonically
like
accurate.
queer Phoenix because it's lavender?
I don't know. No, I feel like it's just kind of like the Ross, where it's like the reject. Like, oh God, we accidentally printed these Phoenix ones out. We'll sell them for $2.
Who set this thing to purple? You've ruined us.
Anyway, but you know what? I'm happy you're there, and I'm happy you're feeling your oats. But me seeing a purple Phoenix angered me.
It's not canon.
But you know what? I didn't go up to them and yell at them and say it was wrong. So you know. But
So
now
you
I'm
know,
complaining about
people
it.
are allowed to have their opinions.
Yes.
Yeah. We went to an Alpha Flight panel, like I said. We didn't do much in terms of gaming, like tabletop gaming, video gaming, but they have all of that.
They did, but I will say it was only like it didn't look like there was. It looked like it was just for 2 controllers.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, you should have 4 controllers.
Well, for like to a console?
For like
For like a Mario Party?
Kart.
Mario Kart?
Yeah.
Mario Kart. That's what we meant. Yeah. What other panels did we go to? So we saw the cosplay,
The Alpha Flight.
the Alpha Flight, the X Games by Homo Superior. I think that was it.
Yes. And
We-
I will say, at the X Games, I think we landed 2 of the funniest bits.
They were doing a fill in the blank speech balloon, like iconic X-Men panels, but with the words removed. And so we had to like voice over a new speech balloon. And I think you and I
Yeah.
we did well.
Yeah.
We did well.
Because
Yeah.
I was very quiet, and then, but then I let it loose then.
So was I. I was very quiet.
I think they were surprised. Also, I think the people that met me were surprised because I'm so bubbly and loud on this podcast. But then when I'm meeting all these people, I'm very like more just like,
Yes.
hi.
Plus your long COVID.
Yes. I also went and had long COVID and had problems walking upstairs.
We went to see O'Mary and sat in the balcony. And the stairs to get to. So when he came, he was like, I have long COVID, but. And I'm like, oh no.
I'm like,
and
as
he's
long
like,
as I don't go upstairs.
as long as
I'm
we don't go
fine.
upstairs. Like, so we'll take taxis, which we did. I'm broke. We took taxis. Then we get to the theater. We've avoided stairs this whole time. We get to the theater. We have to go up 8 goddamn flights of stairs to go to
get
the
to the
balcony.
balcony.
And then it's a Hitchcock movie when you're in the balcony because the balcony is so old and so steep that the rows go down like
Like
this.
literally at your feet is the head of the next row. So it literally goes almost more than a 45-degree angle.
We got vertigo. I was giving like Tippi Hedren. Was she in vertigo? I was
Also,
like,
we might have smoked a little.
we might have popped an edible.
We might have smoked a little, and then I walked up the steps. So my pulse was at like 120. I can't breathe, and then we sit down, and it's like, whoa. But luckily, Jinx Monsoon came out and was hilarious, and then I was fine.
Jinx Monsoon kind of settled you back down.
Yes.
Yeah, Jinx Monsoon, who is in for Colascola in the role of Mary, the titular role.
Yes, and then right before we did this podcast, I also left the con early to see Death Becomes Her.
To see Death Becomes Her, how was it? I haven't even asked you about this yet.
Okay, you don't understand. Jennifer Samard.
Was she in it? I was so nervous you were going to get an understudy.
I get the thing and I open it up and the paper falls out. And that is always your biggest fear. But what they do is paper is like, this is the whole cast. So they do that every time.
Okay.
And I looked immediately and there it was. Jennifer Simard. It was the whole Michelle Williams. Oh wait, what's the Smash Girl? What's her name?
Yeah, Megan Hilty.
Megan Hilty, and the guy who's, I don't know what his name is, but the guy who plays Bruce
They're all
Willis. They're all in.
Oh, thank God.
The only people that were different were like little extra, like be extra characters.
Oh, thank God.
And I was like,
So, wait, this is real time. What did you think of Death Becomes Her?
it is so good.
It's so funny.
It's so good. And watching it live, I'll tell you this too. I've been listening to the soundtrack and I'm like, oh, Michelle Williams is a good belter, but you know, I don't know if she's going to serve it. I felt she
was great.
served it.
Yeah, she's great.
Like she was giving, like I was like, there's no way I'm going to like her acting. I liked it.
She's very Isabella Rossellini from
Yes.
the movie. Yeah.
But Megan Hilty and Jennifer Simard,
Forget it.
that's why it was like, and I still will stand by this. And I said this before. Audra McDonald, who? Nicole Scherzinger, who? No, what they did, the comedic timing. There's also, when they get married, she does, it's like, Megan Hilty is like having the whole thing. Madeline Ashton's wedding is like televised and sponsored.
Yeah.
So she does like sponsored ads and they change them.
Yeah, during the vows, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for mine, they did the sponsored by Jet2. Nothing beats a Jet2 holiday, and the crowd went insane.
And then we just saw that on Lee Dawson's latest recap.
Yeah,
The Jet2 holiday. Can I ask you
Yes.
what that is? I have no frame of reference
it
for
is.
this.
It is a TikTok sound. Basically, there's a song that's like "Nothing hold my hands, nothing beats a Jet2 holiday." But someone took that, and it was like them. I don't know if this was the first one, but it's like someone trying to do like a what's that, a line? What's that called? The line that you glide
Zip
down?
line.
Zip line. Like someone doing a zip line and getting stuck, and then it's just like, nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. So people started using that on all of their horrible vacation videos. And so that sound went viral.
Amazing.
But then it got to the point where someone being like stood up for a date, and then it's like, nothing beats a Jet2 holiday. So now it's being used
Just
for
anytime
everything.
you're,
Yeah, it was
in it.
great. But I will tell you this, like the amount of special effects, the amount of comedic timing, and the amount of belting is just so, it's just perfect. And the fact that they have now done this like hundreds of times, and it still felt like this is the first time they did it.
so thankful that you saw the both of them. Well, 3 of them. 4 of them.
It was great. And then,
Good.
Oh Mary, I did not see Colascola, but I'm telling you right now,
Jinx
Monsoon-
was. If you're in New York, please see Jinx Monsoon and O'Mary.
But-
They add such an incredible nuance to the character,
Yes.
to the delivery.
And I will tell you this. Oh Mary is the type of play that you want to just keep seeing it again and again with different people because it's such a tour de force, but you have pockets where it's like you're gonna like, because I know Titus did it differently. I know Cole did it differently than Jinx. Betty Gilpin probably did it differently. Like you want to see how everyone handles it.
Yeah. Oh,
Anyway, New York is great. And I would say he has been so amazing.
I try.
He's put up with horrible long COVID Jeff, who not only he's looking for places that don't have gluten, he's been willing to take cabs. He has been putting up with my ass.
It's been a pleasure. It's just so good to have you here.
I'm
Seriously.
sure you're just like, the fuck?
It's so It's been so good. What a journey we've been on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did we buy anything at Flamecon? Did we buy any merch?
We did. It's too hard to get
It's
out
too hard to get it. Yeah.
But I got a T-shirt. That's the little
Corner box.
like a corner box with Cyclops, Storm, Colossus.
I
Nightcrawler.
want a corner box tattoo right here. Let's do this. Okay. If you can get a corner box tattoo and you like we're not going to
I
go
already
with
kinda-
like
I know.
what 5 X-Men would you get in the
Oh,
heads?
so it would be 5. Is that too many?
Do you want 6? No,
Well,
5.
I feel like
It's typically 5 or
it's
6.
usually 5.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going Outback.
The one on your shirt from Flamecon is 5.
Oh, it is. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I'm going Outback. So it's Outback Storm. Purple Cloak Psylocke. We got a good old Havoc. We have a Wolverine. Ooh. And so now I need
You sure you want Wolverine?
okay, ditch Wolverine. You're
Okay, yeah. It's your tattoo. It's on you forever. You're gonna have a tattoo of Wolverine.
Dazzler.
Right.
Outback Dazzler, but now this is where it gets tough. I kind of would love the idea of having Longshot on there.
Yes.
But I also want Rogue on it.
Yes.
I also want Colossus.
Yes.
So I feel like I need to have more men. So maybe I'll do Colossus. Sorry, Rogue.
Okay. So you've got Storm, Psylocke, Dazzler, Rogue, and Havoc. Is that what you said?
No, wait. Storm, Havoc, Psylocke, Dazzler, Colossus.
Right. Gotcha. Okay.
All right,
Sorry,
who are
Rogue.
yours? Who are yours?
I honestly, it's tough because I love the lineup. Oh, I know exactly. It is the Morrison X-Men. I would get Scott, Jean, Logan, Emma, Beast.
Cat Beast.
Cat Beast.
Which isn't a thing anymore.
No, not a thing.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
We got rid of Cat Beast.
We got rid of Cat Beast. It was Sage. It happened in Extreme X-Men. Sage did like a reboot thing, and it reverted him back to classic look.
Wait, it wasn't when he died. Wait, when he was Evil Beast recently, he wasn't Cat Beast either? I
Nope.
guess? Oh, I guess not.
No, he hasn't been Cat Beast in a long time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Sage did it. Sage.
I don't think
Check us on that. Am I wrong?
I don't think I read that.
Extreme X-Men, Chris Claremont?
Oh, yeah, Extreme X-Men. I did not read that. That's where he killed off Psylocke.
Yeah.
Fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
But then Chris Claremont also brought back Psylocke.
Vargas killed, yeah. Was that Crimson Dawn?
Who brought back... Yeah, and then she died. Who brought back Psylocke? Do you remember? How did Psylocke come back to life?
Wasn't it in the Bachalo? Who was writing when it was like...
I think that was the artist.
Yeah.
Isn't that the artist? Yeah.
Yeah, it was like during the era where like they
I
killed all the
think-
Greys. And,
Yeah. Was that Claremont who wrote that?
I think it might have been.
Who brought her back?
Who?
Jamie Braddock.
Jamie Braddock.
Her brother. With his reality warping. And remember, he did something where he like perfected everything. And then that kind of like retconned away.
Interesting. Her eyes. Oh my God, wait. There was a reference to somebody singing Betty Braddock's eyes, like somebody doing, instead of Betty Davis eyes, it was Mojo singing Betty Braddock's eyes.
Oh yeah, in
Damn
one
it,
of the
what
games.
context?
It was one of the games.
Oh,
Kaylin
so
had a game
funny.
with Mojo. Yeah. And it was Betty Braddock's eyes.
So funny.
Have you seen that? The Jojo Siwa doing the cover of Betty Davis eyes?
No, but somebody threw out Mojo Siwa as a thing.
And I think that's why he said that, because Jojo Siwa did a cover of Betty Davis.
Oh, so Mojo Siwa
And
did
it's terrible.
Betsy Braddock's eyes.
Do you want to know why? Is because she when people like do a cover, like when Kelly Clarkson does a cover, she's singing it like Kelly Clarkson, and it becomes better. You know the original Betty Davis eyes.
Yeah, Kim Carnes.
You know what
yeah.
her voice is like?
Jojo
Jojo Siwa
tries to do that.
tries to do that. So she's like, all the boys think she's a spy. She's got Betty Davis eyes. And then she says eyes normal. And everybody was like doing that on TikTok.
Oh no, Joe Siwa.
There's a great one of Jan Sport, the drag queen. And she does a perfect imitation of her doing it. And it's kind of mean, but it's great.
Amazing.
But I don't feel anything for Jojo Siwa anymore now that she went back to Dick.
She's straight.
Well, is she saying she's bi now, or is she saying she's straight?
If you're having dick, you're straight.
I do wonder if we did that to her, though. Because I think she was like, I think I'm bi. And they're like,
You're a lesbian.
you're a fucking lesbo. And she's like, fine, I'm a lesbian.
Fine, I'm a lesbian.
And then she goes on Big Brother UK, and she's like, fuck, I want dick. Can you imagine that? You went on Big Brother. Mickey Rourke said, you just need the right dick.
And then it turned out he was right.
And then he was right. And then you break up with your girlfriend right after you come off. Can you imagine watching your girlfriend or boyfriend have an affair with someone on television and then break up with you right after?
Because Mickey Rourke told you to?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Remember
Anyway,
he was the villain in Iron Man 2? What the hell?
His face.
His face.
What did he
What is
do?
going on? He used to be so handsome.
Did you hear about? Remember, he did 9.5 weeks.
Yeah, with Kim Basinger.
And did you remember when they got in trouble because apparently the sex was real?
No.
Apparently the sex, they're under sheets and stuff.
Yeah.
But because they were a couple at the time,
Oh.
he really put his dick in her.
Okay.
Wow, we went off on so many tangents.
So many tangents.
Where
This
are we
is what
at
happens
now?
when we're together.
Are we ready to talk about
We are ready to
X-Books?
talk about X-Books. Let's do it.
It's mutants with powers, Omega for hours. Bitch, let's read some X-Men.
Okay, so we've got some X-Books that we want to talk about, so we'll have to switch the slide to the appropriate thing. Here you go. The first one, we have something that just wrapped. Would you believe it? Something that just wrapped called Giant Size X-Men, starring Kamala Khan, a character who I will go on record and say is being ruined.
That was brought up in
the X-Men
X-Men discussion
chat.
forum.
Yeah.
This book, and that was also brought up. It was like, how does everybody feel about that? It's now like she was there in the past when all of these things happened.
And it's kind of the cheaty road that they took.
I will say, it did say when spoilers, the Legion monster, what I'm calling it, finally remerged with the real Legion. And he did say, I'm going to go fix everything. And then he was like, are we going to remember? I think he's going to fix it so it didn't happen, but he's going to let them
That was
remember.
pretty much what I took away from the end of the book.
So
was
it
like,
isn't canon
it's
that
not
she was
reality,
there, but they remember.
but they have the memories of her being there.
But it still makes no sense because Cyclops should have never remembered
right.
anything in the first place. And I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
This was
I
a
didn't
dangerous
bring that-
game.
I didn't bring that up with anybody. I really should have brought that up.
Yeah.
I want more opinions on that.
You want more validation on that.
Yes. Because those people would remember. No, in Bendis's, at the end of when they left and went back, Jean Grey erased all of their memories and that they would not remember until the old X-Men left in the future. So he would not remember it. And there was even that fucking comic where he, as an older Cyclops, he goes to Kamala and
He's like, I remember.
I remember now. And then she goes in the past for a 4-issue comic thing like, hey, Kamala. No.
This whole thing about her mutant power being the hard light from the movies, which didn't see that coming. But also now that it's kind of mixed up with her Inhuman power, I think it's just making for a very complicated, weird, kind of diluted power set.
I feel now it's just pixelated big on
Pixelated and beginning.
and beginning.
And shapeshifting. And to me, I would have just replaced the stretchy with the hard light at this point and just had the mutant power push out the Inhuman. Because nobody wants the Inhuman anything lingering around.
I think someone needs to make a book about now that she's had the mutant power, it's fighting with each other and that she has to make a choice.
Yeah.
And she has to go to Beast or Emma or someone.
Or Medusa.
Or Medusa or something. And no Inhumans. I don't want any Inhumans in this book.
Yeah.
Or, no, here's what happens. She goes to the Inhumans. And when they try to do it, it causes something.
And they all die.
And they all die.
Yeah. She shoots anti-Terrigen mist out of her.
Yeah. And I
Her
love
pores.
how, who was in charge of the Marvel comics when they decided to say, fuck the X-Men, we're not going to make any money. Let's make it all Inhumans and people will get on board with that.
I mean, was that still C.B. Cebulski as editor-in-chief? But it really was more, I always blamed Ike Perlmutter, who was like not editor-in-chief, but the CEO of Marvel. Like he was like the business guy.
And is he gone now?
He's gone now because Disney bought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Worst decision ever.
Yeah.
But this book could have been an email, you know?
It just really didn't
An
need
email
to
that
happen.
wasn't sent.
Like I
An
think
email that they didn't even send.
this whole thing was to build more of a relationship between her and the mutants. You don't need to go back and invade their past.
Put her on a team. Why doesn't she? And I think
Put
it's,
them through a thing.
I think the reason that she's not on a team is because like they feel like she needs to stay in New York, and they took the X-Men out of New York, so they don't know where to put her.
Yeah.
But it's kind of like
You can't take her out of Jersey City
But
because
you
that's
were
like
doing it with NYX. You were doing it. She was developing relationships with people. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, this is just terrible. I hate it.
I wonder if there is going to be a move to put her on one of the flagship teams. And this is just a way to kind of deepen what could be available to them.
Okay, here we go. What team should she be on? Because this is the tricky thing: is she's not like a noob. She's like an established hero, but she's still only like 18.
She 100% should be on Exceptional.
But I'm curious. But they're all high schoolers.
She could be like a good intermediary between Emma and Kitty and Bobby and the kids.
Yeah.
And she could even, I see her affecting Kitty for the better. I see her driving Emma nuts for the better, for some good comedy. You know, like I see her helping Bob. Like, I think she would add value to the lives of everyone in this book in one way or another.
Yeah.
What do you think she should be on?
There's not a lot of team books, really. It's so many solos. Other than X-Men and Uncanny and Exceptional, what other team books haven't been canceled?
That's it.
That is it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to say, unless she's just like, because everything else is a solo book. I think out of those three, I kind of actually would want her to be on X-Men.
On Cyclops' team?
Yeah, with her with Temper and MAGIK. I think, because they're a bit younger, I think that would be a kind of, and Quentin Quire.
Ooh.
I think that would be a kind of fun.
Yeah, that would be fun. She is in some ways like an anti-Quentin Quire.
Yeah, I think the two of them need to like have some interaction.
I'd like to see her butt heads with someone. Like, I'd like to see
Yeah.
Kamala not get along with someone for a change, because she's the ultimate get-alonger.
And but then maybe she'd bring along her friend, and then he would work with Beast. What's the friend's name?
Bruno.
Bruno.
He would work with Beast. Maybe have a bisexual relationship with Quentin Quire.
Who's the gay one? Is he gay or bi? The new character. What's his name?
Oh, Ben Liu. I hope he's gay. He does like Cyclops.
Anyway, let's talk about a different comic.
Let's talk about a
this is
different
driving me
comic.
crazy.
All right, here we go. I'm advancing the slide so that we can talk about X-Men. The latest X-Men issue, which is Scott and Mark Lindquist. I don't know if his name is Mark. I think that's a guy I know. Lindquist from One. And they're having an argument, a fist fight.
That is so full of dialogue. It is so much dialogue. Is it dialogue that is pertinent to the future of this story? No, it is not. I'd say maybe 10% of the dialogue is pertinent to things we might need to know.
Sure.
The rest of it is all like, I think you don't understand what I trusted you, and I'm like, la 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 la. And this is my thing. I could maybe get on board with, hey, let's have an issue where we kind of like reconnect, kind of like Uncanny's doing, and delve into it. But at this point, it's so like, ooh, we're kind of delayed on Age of Revelation. Can you guys just vamp? It's
Just
vamp.
vamp.
It feels like vamping.
Stretch. Yeah, one thing I realized during this book is this Lindquist character. This has been Scott Summers' most intimate relationship in the past few months. This
Also,
guy.
Haven't they already got into a fist fight and a big fight over semantics?
These two
and
want to
politics?
fuck so bad.
They've already had this conversation. I feel like it's like Sabretooth and Wolverine being like, I guess we're going to have our final fight for the millionth time. But there was an egregious to the point of like how Cyclops is not supposed to remember. There's an egregious mistake.
What?
You're the one that caught it.
What'd I catch?
Apparently, Psylocke does not have telepathic abilities
What
anymore.
is going on when she's like, Quentin, could you send a telepathic message to the mayor and be like, blah, blah, blah? And Quentin's like, no, can't, because I'm not going to talk to cops. And Psylocke is like, all right, fine. And she gets up. She's like, I guess I got to make a phone call then. I'm like, are your telepathies broken? What is going on?
Because I'll tell you this right now.
Does she not have telepathy?
If someone wants to no prize it by being like, well, Quentin's an Omega, so he has a longer range. Only in telekinesis, bitch, not in telepathy.
The bitch is like a few blocks away.
Yeah. No, there's no way that Quentin Quire's telepathy is not stronger than Psylocke's. So that
Like,
does
is
not
something
hold water
like
with
did
me.
something happen in the Psylocke book that we glossed
No,
over?
no. In fact, she uses her telepathy all the time.
Not since in X Factor when Cecilia Reyes saw a gun pointed at her and went, ah! Have I been so outraged with like ignoring of powers? There's got to be something I'm missing.
It's things where it just makes me feel that people don't know the characters.
But you know that Psylocke is telepathic if you're writing X-Men, for fuck's sake. We are missing something.
Yeah,
Are her powers on the fritz?
But there are some
My most hated plotline?
But there are some people, I'll tell you this, it might be someone that they only saw Olivia Munn's Psylocke character.
With the lasso?
And just think, oh, I can just do the psychic
No,
knife.
stop.
I could do the psychic katana.
No, stop. Please stop.
Well, you fucked up. And then they have the whole thing where he's like, I have a new boss, and he's a mutant. So one has a new mutant boss. Do we know who that is?
No, but I would like it to be tied to 3K, and I would like it to be the reveal of who that final member is.
Yes, please, because otherwise there's too many cooks.
Otherwise, you're just throwing another toy on the table. It's like, we have everything we need right here.
All right. Ugh.
All right. Finally, MAGIK.
Talk about a turnaround.
This book is pretty solid.
This book, and I'm going to tell you right now, this is like Melrose Place, and Danny Moonstar is Heather Locklear.
She just shows up and
She shows
spices it up and makes
and
it better.
It literally gave everything that was wrong. It gave stake, because she came in kind of and gave it grounding, gave it stakes, gave an actual like kind of dynamic with that MAGIK was lacking that she needed, and it suddenly became a really interesting book.
Became a really interesting book. Love seeing these two characters who have such a deep history struggle with not being on the same page for the first time ever. And they are both so misaligned that even the attempts to reconnect and rectify and kind of get on the same page, they cannot do it.
Oh, and this one, they were being a little too of that problem that with women where they're like, I'm sorry.
It's me.
Oh my
No,
God,
it's
me.
you. It's
I'm
not
sorry.
like,
I'm sorry.
yes.
I'm like,
Oh my God, no.
Stop it.
Yeah.
And I also like that this reminds me a lot of the like Illyria plotline from Angel, where Fred gets like taken over by an evil demon.
Oh, yeah.
So like the poor other little kid character, she's like, he's still there, and he's just like, no,
Now I'm a
he's
bitchy
dead.
demon.
I'm a fucking bitchy demon. And so they're just trying to fight with a bitchy demon, and I'm like, yeah, this is what
It's
I
great.
want.
It's a good dynamic.
Where they're just like, I'm sorry, and like, but I didn't trust you, and he's like, you're both stupid, and I'm just like, yes, thank you. Like this was. But then at the end of it, they're also realizing they were sent on a suicide mission by
the setup.
by
framed.
the cult. What's the cult that they're?
The Society of something.
Yeah, that Danny Moonstar joined, and then the person that was possessed, he's like,
They're trying to free the guy of the demon,
Yeah,
which is what they do.
But they were set on a suicide mission, so now you're like
Betrayed.
Oh, they were betrayed, but she's also like, but you're evil, and so once again, MAGIK is like, I don't have anyone to trust except Danny Moonstar. Which it's so. Another reason I love the Danny Moonstar MAGIK dynamic is because they've both changed so much, and they're not able to catch up with who the other person is right now. Like, MAGIK is like, tell me what to do. You're the leader. Tell me what to do. You're the best leader I know. And Danny's like, but I don't want to be. I don't want to have to tell anyone what to do anymore. Yeah,
that's
I don't
why
wanna
I'm
do that anymore.
that's why I'm taking orders at this stupid fucking society. was because I just want to be a soldier. Like, I don't want to have to fucking think and make decisions, and you're making me do this.
Yeah.
And Ileana's like, who the fuck are you? Like, who are you
But
all
the
of a
funny
sudden?
thing is, Ileana also, she was one of the like captains on Krakoa.
Right.
Of like, she like led a whole battalion. But as soon as Danny Moonstar, she's like reverting back to like New Mutants thing. And
Yeah.
I will say that, and that's the thing that makes this feel real. It's a real deep understanding of these two characters' dynamic, because it is a thing like when you go back and visit family and you're around your siblings and then you suddenly start bickering like 12-year-olds and you're like, what the fuck
There
are
we
you
are.
doing?
Yeah.
It's that dynamic, and that's good writing.
Yeah. Yeah. It's good. So this is all the great turnaround in this book. Really love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These solo books are killing it. Storm is almost killing it.
Storm, all the pieces are there.
Storm, I really just feel like this book needs to be stretched out, and so that the things can happen in a more slower pace.
Yeah, yeah.
It's all just happening. It's like too much too fast.
Yes, yes, yes. But yeah, I mean, we'll take the good where we can at this point in the From the Ashes era. What a delight. I feel like the energy of this show is different because we're sitting next to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sexual tension. You can cut
You
it.
cut it with a knife.
You cut it with a knife.
You cut it with a psychic knife. Because you have no other powers.
Because
evidently.
this is the totality of my the totality. What did she say? This is the focused totality of my psychic powers.
There we go. Yeah. There we go. That's it. Well, thank you, Flamecon, for a wonderful weekend and for bringing us together. It really was the catalyst for this very special episode of Comic Book Queers. Yeah, we did it once again.
We fucking did it.
We fucking did it. We're so hungry because we've just been out doing Flamecon and whatnot, and then he went to see Death Becomes Her, and we have not eaten yet. So we're going to go get some dinner.
Yes.
And see what other kind of trouble we can get into.
Yes, and that's the thing. I feel it in the air in New York. There's something about New York.
A lot of people reading comic books.
A lot of people reading comic books.
Yes.
Because everywhere I look, it is gayness.
Yeah.
Because if you go to New York and you read a comic, well, I hate to break it to you.
Well, then that makes you queer.
Damn.